Hey girls, it is 4:15 right now on Tuesday. Please excuse the face, no makeup, day off, I don't care. Anyway, um, this video is actually going to be the second part of my IVF, or second edition of my IVF journey. My husband Chris and I went to the in vitro fertilization class. There is two classes that you have to take for the program that we're taking. The first class is called 1B. 1B, or I'm sorry, 1A. 1A class basically goes over every little part of IVF from, soup to nuts. So basically, they go over what injections are, how IVF works, risk factors, blah, blah, blah. And then after all that, they send you home with a nice handy dandy blue book folder anyway. I think it's kind of funny that all of your hopes and dreams are housed in a folder. I think that's funny. Any hoozle. The class was very informative. I felt so good because the class was like full to the brim. There was people standing on the outer portions of the classroom as well, and it gave me a sense of I'm not alone in this. Even though I am completely aware that I know I'm not alone in this, it just gave me that other sense of awareness that, you know, I'm not the only one, that all these people around me are having the same issues and are going through the same things. But hands down, it was myself and another couple that I believe were the youngest there. Everybody else was seemingly looking to be late 30s, early 40s that were there. But the stuff that I took away from the class was options. You have options. I have options. We have options. Oh my God. But they give you this little book. It's called Patient Guide, Assisted Reproductive Technologies. This is just from the thing that I'm going through. That basically shows you, everything, how they do everything. It's just incredible. I mean, the science through this is insane. They show you how to do, or they show you about transfers, how they're retrieved. Oh, and if anybody wants to know, the IVF egg retrieval is actually done under anesthesia. That's fine with me. I love going under. I don't know, I think I'm just weird, but love going under. But this right here is a little view of what it does. Basically, they take the regular ultrasound probe and they insert that, and then along the top of the probe there's going to be a needle, like a hollow point needle, that goes right into your ovary. And basically from there, that hollow point needle will then take the follicles, and basically, well, for lack of better terms, kind of suck it out and bring it into a little beaker full of your eggs. So after that happens, then they immediately go to a microscope and basically see the eggs that are good and the eggs that are bad, and discard the bad ones and keep the good ones. They fertilize those. Well, you have options for everything. You can choose, well, they told us that we can either choose to, let natural selection take its place and have the baby spontaneously created, kinda, in a dish by basically combining Chris's sperm with my eggs and let them kind of hash it out in there. Or they could inject one sperm into the egg, which is called ICSI. I have no idea. I can't remember what the hell ICSI is called. It's like I have no idea. ICSI, I can't remember what the hell is it called. I'm trying to look it up. Whatever. But yeah, anyway, ICSI is what it's called, and basically that's when they apply, or they inject the sperm into the egg and create the pregnancy there, done deal. There's the baby, ready to go. From there, what we would do is wait 3 to 5 days for the egg to mature. It'll kind of break down into, or grow, not break down, grow into a more mature egg. And then following that, they will call me back in there about 3 to 5 days from there, so it really all depends on how fast they mature. So 3 to 5 days from the egg retrieval date, they'll call me back in, and then the eggs will be inserted into my uterus via the same way that they came out. It's kind of like an IUI. I would equate it to an IUI type thing. You don't have to be under general anesthesia. You basically just go in, and they take the speculum and insert the probe yet again with that tube, with a slightly thinner tube, and basically just like put the embryo inside of your uterus. There was also a couple things that the doctor told us about because of our ages, and my age, I'm 25. Being 25, I have a higher success rate of getting pregnant, which is basically a 50-50. So we're okay with that. And he recommended in the beginning to just insert one fertilized embryo into my uterus. But we don't know when we're going to get to do this opportunity again. And we don't know if that embryo is going to take, blah, 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 blah. So many mitigating factors in our own head. So we have chosen to do 2 embryos implanted in my uterus to see if they both take. Twins, we're totally okay with twins. Triplets, we're not cool with. And you have totally options to see or to do if you have triplets. My program that I'm on, they highly recommend selective reduction if you have triplets. Chris and I have no moral dilemmas with that. For the safety of me and the safety of the babies, if they should be 2, if they should be 3, who knows? But selective reduction is something that we have talked about and we are comfortable with, but hope it doesn't come to that. Let's just put it that way. But there's also another option that we can do as far as specimen freezing. So we're going to have Chris's little soldiers frozen on the 10th. He's going in there on the 10th, so 3 days. And it's kind of crazy. Like, our babies are going to be there waiting for us, It's just, I think it's kind of cool. I mean, the science aspect of this just blows me away. I think it's amazing. But after all is said and done, the only thing, well, not the only thing, but one of the only things that we were worried about was the cost, as I'm sure everybody is. So, we got a wonderful news, and I'm sure some of the ladies that are subscribed to me on, that are friended me on Facebook kind of got a little preview of what the cost is going to be. So, I would like to show you what our cost for in vitro fertilization with our insurance is going to be. So, with nursing visits, injection teaching, ultrasound monitoring, ultrasound-guided egg retrieval, ultrasonic guidance, REI/IVF laboratory fee, transfer, ultrasound during transfer, ICSI, micromanipulation of the zygote, assisted hatching, cryopreservation of embryos for 12 months, total $4,000. We thought it was going to be more, but it's $4,000. We are beyond excited.